Yo, this is Set with Set Media, man. I'm here to talk to you about our partner, Kalshi. Kalshi is the largest legal prediction market in the United States with over 1 million users. It's available in all 50 states. They are a real money market, people trading on what they think will happen. You can build a position and trade in and out of almost any prediction you think. Kalshi facilitates trade between people kind of like the stock market. There's no limiting your trades just because you're winning. Kalshi will pay you interest on your position. So if you make a long-term trade, you can earn a return even before the market is resolved. If you want to try out Kalshi, go ahead and give them a try, guys, at my link, kalshi.com/setmedia. Get $20 when you trade 20, so it's 20 for 20, guys. Once again, that's kalshi.com/setmedia. Go ahead and use my code setmedia to get $20 when you trade 20. Let's go ahead and take a look here at Kalshi, because like I said, it is a trading market where you can put in your prediction and you can go ahead and earn interest on that. You can make money off the knowledge that you know, and if you put $20 in, you get $20 back. So all right, guys, make sure to go check out my guy Kalshi, because you can get in on good trades like who will Trump nominate as Fed chair, will Ali Khamenei be outed as the supreme leader, and will the US confirm that aliens exist before 2027. So if you want to get in on this action, once again, go ahead and go to my partners at Kalshi. Go ahead and use the link, or you can hit the QR code above and use Set Media to go ahead and get $20 when you trade 20. This is Set from Set Media, and shout out to Kalshi.
Which means the only people actually watching were insomniacs and the poor interns at the DNC who were forced to live tweet it.
Tonight, as we watched our nation's lawmakers gather for a joint session of Congress, we did not hear the truth from our president.
Of course, she wrote her speech before Trump gave his State of the Union address, which is a neat trick. It's like writing a negative movie review before you've seen the film just because you hate the director. I haven't seen it. I gave it 0 stars.
Is the president working?
Bro, that actually happened.
For you and your family? Is the president working to keep Americans safe both at home and abroad? Is the president working for you?
Well, let's check the scoreboard. Inflation is cooling off, the border is secure, and he hasn't tried to ban my gas stove. So yeah, I'd say he's doing all right. But please, Abigail, tell us how the sky is falling.
Since this president took office last year, his reckless trade policies have forced American families to pay more than $1,700 each in tariff costs.
Ah, the sudden deep concern for Americans' wallets. Oddly, I don't remember this laser focus on household budgets when inflation under the last administration was costing the average American family over $1,000 more a month. But sure, let's pretend that the tariffs are the real villain here. Furthermore, she's getting this figure from the Democrat side of the Congressional Joint Economic Committee. They claim that tariffs have cost American families over $1,700 between February 2025 to January 2026. However, there's
The number's gone up.
Hold on, Monty. Hold on.
Families
It was $1,000 yesterday.
between February 2025 to January 2026. However, there's no breakdown on which products or categories cost more because of the tariffs. But, I'm sure that you could trust the Democrats.
I mean, they did it again. They never really, bro. They always give these vague studies. Like, what was it? The Kale Institute one that was like, 96% of tariffs are paid by U.S. businesses and U.S. consumers. And it's just like, bro, it's in the definition. Yes, it is an import tax. We've been knew that, duh. But what you don't tell us is who's paying it more of it. Is it the American firms or is it the American customer? It doesn't tell you that. Just like
you need to rephrase how you're set.
Huh?
You need to rephrase how you're saying that, because fucking simpletons cannot understand. All right. You got to break it down at least 35 IQ points, okay?
I'm
So, and trust me, it's a hard thing to wrap your head around. I'm not making fun of people, but you are a little bit more better versed in it than most people. So when he says the country pays the tax, what he means, again, this is what Trump means, this is what Republicans mean, and this is what S.E.T is trying to explain. When someone says, "Hey, there's a 15% duty on X, Y, and Z. If you want this thing for this price, say it was $1 yesterday, I'm importing it for $1. There's now a 15% tax on it to come in. If I still want it for $1 and I'm the American consumer, or sorry, the American importer, I'm going to say, hey, I need to stay competitive with all of these other people. Either you give it to me for this or I'm going to these people. So now the price is 85 cents. So who took the 15-cent hit? It's not the American consumer. It's not even the importer. The importer paid the 15% tariff or the 10% tariff when it got shored in America. Yes, but the effective cost, roughly, I'm using whole numbers here to make it simple. Sometimes it's a little bit less, sometimes it's a little bit more, but the effective cost is still $1. So prices have not gone up. That's why you don't see the CPI going up. The next alternative is that the American businessman who has 30% profit margins dips into those profit margins, by 5%. When you buy something for $1 and you sell it for 10 and your overhead costs are $6, you make $3 on the $7 that you make. You can stand to pay 15 cents more and still only make $2.85.
Exactly. And perfectly said, Monty. Perfectly said. Hey, man, at least somebody listens to me in my little lectures on economics.
They would never lie to you for political gain.
Rural health clinics in Virginia and across the country are already closing their doors thanks to the so-called One Big Beautiful Bill, championed by the president and Republicans in Congress.
However, rural health clinics have been struggling and consolidating for over a decade. So they're not already closing because Trump. Blaming a bill that was just passed for a systemic healthcare issue that's been happening since the Obama years is certainly a choice.
Democrats across the country are laser focused on affordability in our nation's capital and in state capitals and communities across America.
And she said this as she rose taxes and added a gas tax as well. And some districts in Virginia has also rose property tax. So they talk about affordability while raising taxes on businesses and the everyday consumer, and then want to talk about affordability. And trust me, if your logic is that tariffs can get passed down to the consumer, well, guess what? And any tax on the business can pass down to the consumer. And y'all should keep that logic. And we should all go against the Dems in taxing businesses, because why? According to y'all logic, if y'all being consistent, it gets passed down to consumer. And I'll rock with you guys on that one.
Yeah.
Where was that laser focus from 2021 to 2024? All right, they were too busy redefining the word recession and telling us that inflation was transitory.
Our president has sent poorly trained federal agents into our cities, where they have arrested and detained American citizens and people who aspire to be Americans.
Oh,
people
God.
who aspire to be Americans.
Yes. Aspiring Americans. That is now the new term for undocumented immigrants, bro. They're inspiring Americans. They're not Americans yet. They're inspiring to be one, though.
Aspiring, not inspiring. Inspiring means, yeah.
My bad. Aspiring, yes. Aspiring. So, but come on, bro. I mean, it's inspiring, too. They're inspired by the American people to be a citizen. F it.
I don't understand. Like, if they're aspiring Americans, like she wants to so eloquently and fucking bullshit her CIA talk into it, why haven't they become citizens yet?
I mean, why haven't y'all made them citizens under Biden? You have 4 years to do so, but instead you brought them in under shady terms, like the temporary protective service, when you could have provided some type of amnesty program, but y'all didn't. Where do you let
Because you
them
can't get it
control?
passed because you know Americans don't like it. You know Americans don't want it. You know Americans overwhelmingly support the president when he says we need to get rid of illegal immigrants that are stealing jobs, that are hurting citizens, that are stealing benefits, that are taking up valuable
Okay.
places in America, that are fucking stealing homes,
But
that are crashing
Monty,
cars.
Monty, you misunderstand them though. They're aspiring citizens.
I don't give a fuck. And I'm an aspiring millionaire. So does that mean I should just get $1 million?
Hey man, I wish it was that like that, but apparently to the Dems it should be like that with citizenship. So
God.
hey,
That's supposed to be the new Democrat rebrand for illegal aliens.
They have ripped nursing mothers away from their babies.
I'm sorry, what?
They have sent children, a little boy in a blue bunny hat, children to far off detention centers.
No, not the little boy in the blue bunny hat whose father abandoned him in the street to escape from being arrested by ICE. Look, that little boy was only...
and then they gave the little boy back to the father after the father, dipped out because of his status. And then when they tried to give it to the mother didn't want to come to the to the door because they thought ICE was using her son as a trap. Which I'm gonna be real with you. I mean, I guess that's reasonable, but you can't sit there and complain that your kid is taken into child protective services because you refuse to take your kid. I mean, you can't get mad about that.
Detained after the father told officers that he wanted him to stay with him instead of handing him off to his mother for some reason. So whose fault is that, Abigail?
But as the president spoke of his perceived successes tonight, he continues to cede economic power and technological strength to Russia, bow down to China, bow down to a Russian dictator, and
bow down. How the hell he bow down to China, bro? We've been in a trade war with these guys, until today. We've been in a trade war with these guys for a whole year. How are we bowing?
She's just talking out of her ass. If you say things
crazy, I can hear the Putin argument, but China, come on now.
If you say enough bullshit enough times, it's a lie over time. You keep saying it and keep saying it and keep saying it, and then suddenly the useful idiots that fucking consume 30 seconds of media at a time and form opinions based off of that believe it.
Oh, and shout out to, she says laser focus. Wow, the blatant twisting of facts. I mean, shout out to Abigail Spanberger.
Bro, she looks like
for war. Iran.
Hold on. So Trump's a weak isolationist pushover bowing down to dictators, but he's also an aggressive imperialist warmonger planning to invade Iran.
Yeah.
He can't be Neville Chamberlain and Genghis Khan at the same time. Pick a lane and stay in it.
Like literally, I gotta pick one, bro. He can't be both. He's not going hard enough against Putin, but why is he going into it with Iran? It's like, bro.
I feel like, you know what? New rule. From now on, when you're a public official and you're giving a speech, you need to have somebody debating you. Someone needs to be able to copy you or fucking to contradict you when you're talking. Like this is ridiculous. Good God.
This is wild. But hey, man, this is what happens when you get a stage to yourself with no pushback. But shout out Toasty Buns for the power potion for 500 joules. Appreciate the support, my man. Hey, yo, and shout out because for every 100 joules is $1. So appreciate the support. That's $5.
What's the call-in at?
We're at 64. Yeah, we're 64.
64 remaining?
Yeah.
Someone send in $32 on Venmo.
Yeah, $32 on Venmo. That opened it up. Oh, yeah, guys, whatever you send on Venmo is doubled towards the call-in.
Our president has endangered the long and storied history of the United States of America being a force for good. He tries to divide us. He tries to enrage us, to pit us.
Bro, y'all be enraging people about everything that ICE does, everything that Trump does. I'm sorry, but you guys are the ones that go around leaving all these Dems, with
emotional damage.
Did you see Jet's super chat?
Yeah, he says Abigail Spanberger reminds me of the Wicked Witch of the West from The Wizard of Oz, and she's doing white film. Bro,
Bro, she looks like the Wicked Witch of TDS.
Yo, she said she still look the Wicked Witch of the West if she's doing whiteface. It's crazy, bro.
It's
Like,
the Wicked Witch of TDS.
Wicked Witch of TDS and whiteface. Like, god damn, bro. Shout out, Jet.
Against one another, neighbor against neighbor.
He tries to divide us, says the shining star of the Democrat Party that spent the last several years calling half the country garbage, fascists, and threats to democracy. Pot meet kettle, kettle meet a mirror.
Over the last year, through Doge, mass firings, and the appointment of deeply unserious people to our nation's most serious positions.
Oh, you mean like Admiral Rachel Levine? Oh, wait, wrong administration.
We know better than any nation what is possible when ordinary citizens reject the unacceptable and demand more of their
Shout out
government.
to my man Josh Beatrice sending $2. He ain't had too much to say, just wanted to show some support, and I appreciate that, my friend. Oh, and shout out to all the supporters, guys. Back to it.
We see it in the determination of students organizing school walkouts all across the country, whose voices are becoming so powerful that the governor of Texas seeks to silence them.
Silence them by expecting them to go to class? I know that this is a radical concept for modern Democrats, but usually when you send a kid to school, the goal is education, not activism. I mean, they can't even spell what they're supposedly protesting against. But yes, the incredible bravery.
Yeah, like the kids in Chicago with failing grades, but the teacher said, yeah, you can go out there and protest, even though you got a D in like English, even though you can barely read, and you've done spelled almost every word on your protest sign wrong. You can go out there and protest. It's all good.
High school students finding a politically convenient excuse to skip third grade algebra. Truly the civil rights struggle of our time.
We see it in the bravery of Americans in Minnesota standing up for their communities, from peacefully protesting in
Getting shot right back down.
to carpooling children to school so that their immigrant parents are not ripped away from them in the parking lot.
Yes, the classic Democrat tactic of conflating immigrants with illegal aliens. And they have the nerve to claim that Trump doesn't tell the truth.
As a mother of 3 school-age daughters, I am inspired by their bravery, but I am sickened that it is necessary.
What do your daughters have anything to do with this? Are they illegal immigrants? I'm so confused.
In November, I won my election by 15 points because voters decided they wanted something different.
Yeah, you won by 15 points because you ran against one of the weakest gubernatorial candidates in Virginia history. Not the accomplishment you think it is.
We are working to lower costs. We are working to keep our communities and our country.
And Trump didn't endorse that candidate either. Trump did not endorse her. So that probably didn't help either. Yeah.
Winsboro Sears.
She's,
for the record, guys, all you identity politics lovers, Winsboro Sears was a black conservative, a black lady, a black female. This woman hates women and minorities, for the record. Because that's how it works, right? Right? If you run against somebody, then you just hate them. Like Trump hates women because he ran against Hillary. He dare give her any opposition.
I'm done. I mean, look, man, apparently anytime a female is about to become a president, you just got to grab a Trump and they'll save the day.
Bro.
We're working for you.
Sure you are. Just like when you were working to lower costs during 4 years of Bidenomics, right? In the meantime, Governor Spanberger is ignoring the fact that under President Trump, gas prices are down, mortgage rates are down, wage growth is outpacing inflation, and we finally have an administration more interested in fixing the economy than policing our kitchen appliances and gas-powered.
Oh, and shout out to Nurse Terry Irvin for the 20 on Venmo, which is pretty much equals out to 40 because whatever you said on Venmo is double. So appreciate it. That's a baller alert. And yep, that counts to 40
vehicles.
So I'll ask again, is the president working to keep Americans safe, both at home and abroad?
Two things. First,
17.
It's the Democrats that literally just forced a shutdown of the Department of Homeland Security last week. You know, the department that protects the U.S. from numerous threats. And he shut it down all because they're mad that ICE was actually enforcing the law. And second,
one of the great things about the State of the Union is how it gives Americans the chance to see clearly what their representatives really believe. So tonight, I'm inviting every legislator to join with my administration in reaffirming a fundamental principle. If you agree with this statement, then stand up and show your support. The first duty of the American government is to protect American citizens, not illegal aliens.
And this should have been a no-brainer, but instead, every single Democrat in the room refused to stand. Every single one. I know you're shocked.
Isn't that a shame? You should be ashamed of yourself not standing up. You should be ashamed of yourself.
And you thought the Democrats not standing for a 13-year-old cancer survivor was bad.
Yeah.
Trump calling out Democrats was the most important part of Trump's State of the Union address. He made them show their true colors, and it will now be used against them every single day between now and November 3rd.
I mean, it is kind of wild. Like, come on, man. The little boy is realizing his dream, but F Trump. I'm like, all right, I guess. And now here we are with the little girl. I'm like, bro, come on, bro. The little girl literally survived a car crash. We thought she wasn't going to be able to live a normal life, and here she is today being able to live a normal life. I mean, can we not clap for that? But F
I think
Trump,
what we're
I
seeing,
mean, bruh,
I think,
come on now.
I think what we're seeing here, Set. I think what we're seeing here, Set, is that the Democrats just hate kids.
Damn. I mean,
Last
bro,
year,
they do
last
like
year it was
abortion.
that poor cancer kid that had the kid that had cancer,
Yep.
and now it's the little girl that survived being hit by an illegal alien.
Mm-hmm.
They just hate kids. They just hate kids.
Then you can't convince me of anything else. But all right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and get into the what was it? Cuomo versus Bill O'Reilly. They had a nice little debate. But let's get a word in from our partners. Kalshi. Yo, this is Set with Set Media, man. I'm here to talk to you about our partner, Kalshi. Kalshi is the largest legal prediction market in the United States with over 1 million users. It's available in all 50 states. They are a real money market. People trading on what they think will happen. You can build a position and trade in and out of almost any prediction you think. Kalshi facilitates trade between people, kind of like the stock market. There's no limiting your trades just because you're winning. Kalshi will pay you interest on your position. So if you make a long-term trade, you can earn a return even before the market is resolved. If you want to try out Kalshi, go ahead and give them a try, guys, at my link, kalshi.com/setmedia. Get $20 when you trade 20, so it's 20 for 20, guys. Once again, that's kalshi.com/setmedia. Go ahead and use my code setmedia to get $20 when you trade 20. Let's go ahead and take a look here at Kalshi, because like I said, it is a trading market where you can put in your prediction and you can go ahead and earn interest on that. You can make money off the knowledge that you know, and if you put $20 in, you get $20 back. So all right, guys, make sure to go check out my guy Kalshi, because you can get in on good trades like who Trump nominated as Fed chair, will Ali Khamenei be outed as the supreme leader, and will the U.S. confirm that aliens exist before 2027? So if you want to get in on this action, once again, go ahead and go to my partners at Kalshi. Go ahead and use the link, or you can hit the QR code above and use Set Media to go ahead and get $20 when you trade 20. This is Set from Set Media, and shout out to Kalshi. Yes, and like I said, shout out our partners over there at Kalshi, guys. You can go there at kalshi.com/setmedia. Once you go ahead and hit the link, just type in the promotional code box Set Media to go ahead and collect on that promotion. But all right, though, let's get back to the
I got
show,
a question.
I'm switching it up. We're doing PBD and Christy Nome instead. Oh,